Welcome, everyone, to the final game of the college basketball season. Tonight, we will crown the winner of this year's tournament. And no matter what the outcome here tonight, what a ride it has been. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers taking on the Kansas JayHawks.
Kevin, this is the night where we are going to see some intense basketball. High energy, lay it all out on the line for college hoops. Everything these young players have worked towards their entire life comes down to this exact moment.
And you can bet, Clark, that each and every player here tonight feels the importance of this game like no other in their lives, really. A big key in coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
And Wisconsin working at who they've got. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker, then it's Kaminsky, and it's Evans in at the power forward. Now here's Jordan. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Jordan's got the game going with his first points of the game for the JayHawks.
And with any championship game, you know that every player's going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. They'll be just what they need to claim the title.
Badgers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Well, Wisconsin has had a bit of a renaissance in their program of late. Clark, last decade and a half, have seen them put up some great seasons.
And you know, Kevin, the Badgers weren't really a major powerhouse in hoops until the turn of the century. But now, they're one of the most consistent teams in the country.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
There's the screen. Dishes to Decker. Launches a three. And again, it's the Badgers missing.
All the time in the world to get that one off. What a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
The JayHawks shooting their first free throws of the evening, and Wisconsin. Here's the Badgers with the ball, trailing by 2, and Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Decker. Hawkins is out there with Peyton, and it's Wade in at the center. Now, here's Wade. Decker with it, and he gets it to go. And that ties it up.
Well, I tell you what, it's easy to get spoiled watching this fella. I mean, he just makes it look so simple.
The drive by Jordan. The 9-footer's on the mark. Jordan's got 7 points.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
There's the dish to Oubre. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the JayHawks making a change here. Duncan's checked in.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Oubre. Here is Hawkins. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Peyton outside. Hawkins against Jordan. That's into the JayHawks lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Hawkins.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
Here's Jordan. The Badgers picking up a basket just moments ago. A shot by Frazier, no good. 1:15 left to play in the first half. They set the pick. Hawkins against Jordan. Hawkins shot good. Hawkins has got his second bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one-and-done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
5 to shoot. Here's Decker. Out of bounds. Kansas will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And welcome back. We're just about ready to get going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Jordan, he's in at point guard. Also Duncan out there. And it's Gaines in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And for the Badgers, we've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Kaminsky out there with Decker. And it's Evans in at the power forward position.
And, guys, one big story that we have in this championship game is that a guy like Freak could boost his draft stock quite a bit. A win here could catapult him up the big boards of a lot of teams.
And, you know, while it's just one game, scouts will get a chance to see how he plays on the big stage. Knowing the player is at his best when the lights are brightest is a big plus in GM's books.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 9. He feeds it to Gaines. Duncan dishes to Jordan. There's a good screen. Just 5 to shoot. Came hard off that pick and finished strong.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Hill kicks to Evans.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot.
Wisconsin trails by 3. Jordan, he's in at shooting guard. Also Williams out there. And it's Oubre in at the 3. Hill has the open look. He nails it. And we're tied up. Here's Jordan.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
On the wing, Hill, guarded by Jordan. Back to Conley. Puts it up from 15. Got a hand on it, but he gets it back. Evans. Rebounded by the JayHawks.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
From deep, Jordan. Jordan with another miss.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first.
And stolen by Jordan. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. And Williams slams it in.
And, guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And, guys, in a game this snug, Moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Duncan, he's checked in for Williams. Decker's checked in for Wisconsin. Wisconsin trails by 4. Hawkins shot good.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
The drive by Jordan. Terry kicks to Duncan. Here's Jordan. Feeds it to Terry. And slammed in for 2.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
.124 left to play here in the second half. Now Evans. Inside, Hawkins. The basket good off the assist from Evans.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy. What a time in the ball game to make it happen. This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Jordan against Hawkins. Pass to Hill. Kicks it to Kaminsky. The Badgers working the ball around now. Now, here's Decker. Not a lot of room. The shot no good. And Kansas the other way now. And now we've got the intentional foul. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart. And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
It's good.
This is a tremendous solo run he's on. I mean, the kind we've seen him have so many times before.
And that's an intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the second half, and so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
At the line for 2.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
The feed to Evans. That 3 off the mark. And here is Jordan. Now here's Terry. And so the JayHawks take the win. Such a special moment for these kids. All the